What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Let's get right into it. Here to discuss the potential impact of Evan Engram on a new team this offseason. He's been released by the Jaguars, and he also might be the most sought after free agent in this 2025 free agent market. Let's get into why, guys. So, if you don't know, today, after Christian Kirk was somehow traded after supposedly being released yesterday. I guess it didn't go through. The Jags have now released a couple players, and one of those guys being Trevor Lawrence's favorite player in Trevor Lawrence in Evan Engram. And I'm not gonna be duped again. We don't know for sure if he's released yet. It came out yesterday. Kirk was released. Kirk was gone. I put a video out immediately of him going to the Commanders via free agency. The Cliff Kingsbury connection was there, but he was somehow traded still earlier today. So or yesterday, depending on when you see this video. So I'm not gonna do a prediction video on Evan Engram. I'm not gonna be duped again by this Jags team, but I will say he has a lot of suitors. A lot of suitors, man. And it's no surprise, though, that he's been released by the Jags, or at least moved on from. We'll see if the trade happens. But Strange made sense long term. He's younger, gives you kind of a sort of similar feel, better overall player as far as no, he can give you blocking and pass catching. Ingram tries to block, but he's more of a finesse tight end, more of a big slot. Nothing wrong with that, But to only save what 5.98 million, 6 million basically to let go of Ingram. I know he doesn't fit Liam Cohen's scheme, but I would like to keep him if I'm a Jags fan. I really would have. But Evan Ingram fits everybody. And that's the hard thing about it. He fits every team. The Chargers, the Broncos, the Chiefs, the Patriots, the Jets, the Commanders, the Cowboys, the Seahawks. It's even more. And the thing about it is he's such a versatile player. He's a tight end, quote unquote, but like I said, he's more of a big slot. If you watch him play, he can play slot, he can play outside receiver, he can do it all. So it's like, man, he can run deep routes, intermediate, short, run after the catch. Like he can do it all, man. Good hands, solid player, two-time Pro Bowler. He is the real deal. And even some of the teams I did mention, yes, they have tight ends already, but it'll be a really intriguing fit with him and the Seahawks. It really would be. You have Noah Fant. We'll see what they do with him long term. But you have AJ Barner. I like Barner a lot. If you if is it Barner? I think AJ something for the Seahawks. If you keep him, have him above Fant as a starting tight end, you bring in Ingram as the big slot. You have JSN as the other slot, and then you have if you trade DK or not, we'll see what happens there. But you have someone else in that main receiver role. That's not bad. You send him to the Patriots. That's not bad either. You have Hunter Henry still. You can bring on Ingram. Josh McDaniels love the two tight end system. You trade for DK, or you get Ted McMillan in the draft. That's not bad. You give Drake May some upgraded weapons, so on and so forth. More teams out there. The Chiefs, you can give him to the Chiefs as well. The Texans can even still use him as well. Schultz is cool, but he doesn't really fit. I can guarantee you, if the Texans could move off of Schultz and upgrade to someone else that's more athletic, they definitely would. Because Schultz has lost his athleticism since being with Houston. Don't know what happened, but he was more athletic, in my opinion, with the Cowboys a couple years ago. I don't know if it's wear, tear, age, or what, but he has lost some athleticism that he had a couple years ago. So I think if they had a chance to, they would upgrade. And I think Ingram is an upgrade. They would probably have to release, obviously, they can keep him as well, but release or cutting him, if they were to get Ingram. But he can go somewhere and be a starting tight end over a lot of guys. Steelers, Pat Fryermuth, and it's not kind of over him. It's kind of with, because as I said, they're totally different. Well, not receivers. They're totally different tight ends. Him and Pat Fryermuth different. Bengals. If you don't resign Mike Gesicki, if he's too overpriced, him going there makes a lot of sense. Will Diddley upgrade over him? Bringing Evan Engram makes sense. So we'll see what happens, man, with Evan Engram. Like I said, not a prediction video. I don't know where he goes. Too many landing spots for him. Commanders. Instead of bringing back Ertz, you bring in Engram. Way better fit, younger, more athletic. You know, dog. He's nice. He's nice, and it's funny because old Evan Engram. I used to do rant videos on Evan Engram and what's the tight end from the Vikings back in the day, Irving. That they look similar, kind of, sort of. They give you kind of similar play style. What's the guy's name, man? Irving, the tight end. He bounced around a couple times as well. I don't know where he's at now, but Irving. Shoot, forgot his first name, but yeah, those two in their original teams, Evan Engram with the Giants and Irving with the Vikings, they gave me fits for just like dog. They were both athletic. They both had the look. They had the skill set, but at that time, neither one really put it together. Irving still kind of hasn't really, but Ingram definitely found his way, in my opinion. Obviously, with 2 Pro Bowls, going to the Jags the last 3 years, playing very, very, very well there, and kind of upgraded his game since leaving the Giants all those years ago. It's really bothering me. I don't remember Irving's first name from the Vikings. He went to, I think it was a Bama tight end maybe, and he was very toolsy, very athletic. Just can't. Irv Smith, yeah, Irv Smith. I think Irv Smith. I want to say his name was Irv Smith. I think that's him, but yeah, Irv Smith and Evan Engram. Those two irked my soul, but Evan Engram did pan out to really, show improve and get better over the years. And fast forward now, and he's one of the most, sought after players in this year's NFL free agency. You can go with him. You can go with a couple of cornerbacks. You can go with Devontae Adams, but I think as far as landing spots, as best as fits, you have more fits for Ingram than anybody else, maybe. Even some linemen, even some running back. Like he's him, Drew Dalman. Like the top of the top guys. So he might not be the best, but he's definitely the best or one of the best chess pieces, the best versatile players in this year's free agency class. If he's a free agent, as we saw yesterday with the Christian Kirk news, anything could happen. They say something, then the next second, oh, he didn't really get released. He we were planning on doing it. I'm like, okay, so the Kirk move got me kind of shook. So we'll see what happens there. But if he is released and not traded, if I had to guess, probably I guess the Raiders, Chargers, not Raiders, Chargers, Broncos. That makes the most sense. Good weather, guess go to LA, but Chargers, Broncos, maybe Dallas is a long shot. Dallas, Seattle's a long shot, but you never know. You never know, man. We'll see what happens, guys. But that's it for video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.